Tuesday, October 29th. My long walk begins. A reticent suggestion, a stumbling offer, a handshake agreement. Take what you get, make something of it, or not. It really doesn't matter. He says it'll be therapeutic. I shrug silently. We'll see. To some, my name has generous overtones of good humor and fun, most days humming and smiling. Although divorced, with numerous subsequent relationships, I will be recalled by others with bitter memories, betrayal, unfolding lies, and regret that the wrong one has survived. My voice is describing an extraordinary life, with occasional monumental highs and more than several years of exhausting lows, not unlike you have experienced. In between are passages of emotional, reflective observations, with a need, maybe even an imperative, to share what is thought and felt in that moment. Without voice, the results of these experiences, some endearing and heartfelt, others sullen and prickly, are muted, buried, still influencing many, if not most, aspects of one's life. After people have read some scribblings, they tell me, "You sound so angry, and why don't you just move on?" I would argue I have indeed moved on and am at peace and enjoying the benefits of a rich and full emotional storage tank. Does that mean feelings of anger are irrelevant and unforgiving, or cannot be used for teaching a valuable lesson? Can one feel anger without being angry? I believe so. My goal is to let this voice be heard and to step aside to allow your examination of its revelations. I have no idea what they will be. My job, my handshake pledge, is to forward these thoughts and experiences with minimal edit, exposing plain truth from a personal perspective that is often not pretty, occasionally uncomfortable, and possibly unsettling to some. This causes me to pause. Will the messenger be slain for conveying an intimate truth when that truth can be so volatile to friends and family? Stephen King wrote, "The writer's only responsibility is to look for the truth inside his own heart. It won't always be the reader's truth or the critic's truth, but as long as it's the writer's truth, all will be well." When I describe anguish, I am not assessing blame. I am as guilty as the next for causing pain where none was intended. How does one describe a plane crash without examining the actions of the pilot? My specific set of circumstances is not to be considered with pity or an acrimonious "get over it." Rather, why don't you come with me on a path that at times will be rocky and treacherous? Some have fallen along the wayside, whereas I have been fortunate to come out the other side, knowing what will be conveyed is neither controlling nor directing my current life. In fact, because of this examination, this search for why do I think the way I do, I am now free to live and interact without hidden shadows or secretive agendas. I am moving room to room, opening the blinds, waving to passers-by out the window, and dangerously inviting you to peer inside. I was asked once, how did you survive your early years? How did you get where you are today? These insights and letters are your answer. They cover areas of belief, interaction with friends and loved ones, what to think of ourselves, how we engage others, and most importantly, not to be afraid to expose our deepest passions and questions about life. From my experiences came these specific personal results. From them, I have learned, and pushed onward with renewed strength, focus, and will. You may reach a different outcome. Either way, this journey will stimulate conversation and examination, and in the end, we can each believe and grapple with this confusing world with fuller understanding, greater clarity. I don't think that's such a bad outcome. Did I say this arrangement was consummated with just a handshake? We could have spit into our palms like grizzled old prospectors, but no, the hands were dry and a quick double pump bound by a code of honor. I will not over-edit to appease, nor self-judge to condemn. I will think out loud and hold to the cliché, let the chips fall where they may. The long walk. Our long walk together. It feels like 100 miles before the first words are even digitized, ordered, floating in a cloud, both literal and technological. I am thirsty and tired, and more days than not wish they would end. Tuesday, October 29th. It begins, and our worlds will never be as before.